on 6 March 1957, the Gold Coast, Ashanti, the Northern Territories and British Togoland were unified as one single independent dominion under the name Ghana. The West African nation stands today among the 10 biggest economies on the continent. In addition to being known for its lush forests, diverse animal life, and miles of sandy beaches along its coast, Ghana is also celebrated for its rich history and as a fascinating repository of cultural heritage. 6th March is observed as the nation's Independence Day and will be observed for the 64th time this Saturday. Joining us this morning to reflect on the journey of Ghana is Acting Ghanaian High Commissioner to Namibia, Tony Kutteng. Good morning.
Good morning.
Very pleased to have you this morning on the show.
Yeah, also nice to meet you.
Let's start with Ghana's independence that was gained in 1957. This obviously made Ghana the first sub-Saharan African country to gain independence on the continent. How do you believe Ghana's freedom has sparked a wave of decolonization throughout the rest of Africa?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity. And also, I'm very happy this morning because Ghana is celebrating the 64th independence anniversary. What I would say is that between 14th and the 18th century, most of African countries were colonized by the imperial powers. And so on 6 March 1957, Ghana had independence. When we had our independence, it sent a wave, served as a stimulus to other African countries, also determined to fight for their freedom. And at this time, I want to say that Ghana was there to support. And this was reflected in the independence speech of our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who I quote, during the speech said, "The independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked to the total liberation of Africa," unquote. So this gave Ghana an impetus and a great determination to make sure that the fellow Africans have also fought for their freedom. And we supported most of African countries, including Namibia. During the Namibia struggle for independence, Ghana was part of the observer mission that were in Windhoek in November 1989 to support the transition. We also contributed police contingent to the UN transition group that was monitoring the transition. And soon after the independence, Ghana made sure that the police contingent were retained to still support the newly government at the request of the SWAPO government. And this was done by Ghana's, at the expense of Ghana's resources. Soon after independence also, we made sure that Ghana was among the first African countries to establish a fully fledged diplomatic mission in Windhoek. So this is the way that we supported a lot of Africans to also get their independence.
Now let's look at Ghana. Ghana can be seen as one of the most progressive and also influential economies on the African continent. And we can assume that this didn't come easy. So can you talk to us about Ghana's journey towards this prosperity, and what are the reasons for some of this prosperity that Ghana has been experiencing over the years?
Yes, I want to agree with you because in 2019, Ghana was touted as the world's fastest growing economy. And this, like you said, was a determined and deliberate effort, that we did. A lot of, reasons could be assigned to this achievement. But for the sake of these discussions, what I would do is that maybe I will just hammer on 2 or 3. The first one I want to talk about is the endowed resources of Ghana, the natural resources. Ghana, we have a lot of gold. And let me not go back. And that is why we have British in Ghana, because our name was previously called Gold Coast. So as of today, we still have one of the finest gold. So when the price of gold goes up, it's our advantage. We have timber, we have manganese, we have bauxite, And apart from this, we also have quality human capital. That is quality labor force, well-educated, well-skilled. Now, but this thing doesn't, if you don't combine other factors, it will not yield anything. So Ghana, we have been experiencing what we call sustainable development. And when we talk about sustainable development, we are talking about effective management of the environment. We are talking about social advancement of the citizens. We are talking about economic development.
Yes.
And so since independence, especially our first president, Kwame Nkrumah, he laid the foundation because he outlined what we call the 7-year development plan. That spanned from 1963-64 to 1970. In fact, that saw to the need of our infrastructure development. He built a lot of roads, railways, good hospitals, good universities, and colleges, you know. And the subsequent government have also done their work. We have economic recovery program from 1987 to 1990. We have, now we have the 40-year development plan. That is from, that has an objective of a just, free, and prosperous society by the year 2057. Apart from that, we have some policies that we launched and implemented. One was the poverty reduction strategy. And you know, in terms of income measurement, the person is poor when he consumes less than $1.20 a day. So Ghana decided to make sure that it lists a lot of these people who are consuming below the $1.20, you know, to consume more dollars, to consume more basket of goods, you know, and it really succeeded because now a lot of things or a lot of people have been deliberately lifted up. Now, with all this, I want to give a big credit to our present president, that is His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He, through his first and second, he was just inaugurated.
Yes.
And the first and the second, what he has done, that he's launched a lot of initiatives, you know, to try to push Ghana ahead. Yes. And one of them, the major one, is one district, one factory. And that is to ensure that Ghana industrialize or is supposed to accelerate the pace of industrialization in Ghana. So every district is supposed to have one factory. Yes. And then he has also launched what we call the modernization of agriculture through planting for food and jobs. In this initiative, we have Ghanaians having free fertilizers, the farmers, access to agriculture extension officers, improved seedlings, and all these things. In fact, today, as I'm speaking to you, previously we were importing food. Yes. Now we rather export food to our neighboring countries like Burkina Faso, Benin, and the rest. At the moment, he has also launched what we call the free senior high school program. And this is also to support the quality of the workforce. So when you get to the senior secondary school, you go to school free, you know, in Ghana as at now. And then we have the one village, one dam, one constituency, $1 million United States dollars. All these things is to just push the agenda of economic development. Yeah,
that's very, very interesting. Let's look at Africa, Ghana's relations with the rest of Africa, and more specifically to Namibia. Can you speak a bit about this?
Yes, Ghana has extraordinary or excellent relations with all African countries, including Namibia. And for Namibia, it's very vibrant because this is characterized by exchanges of official visits and all that. We have former founding President Sam Nujoma visiting Ghana. We have President Palmer also visiting Ghana. Yes. And on our side, also, we have our lead president, Jerry John Rawlings, and then President Atamels also coming to Namibia. I think in 2018, we have His Excellency Dr. H. Gengob, the president, also visiting Ghana to attend the funeral of our renowned Secretary General Kofi Annan. You see, so you can see how this is very vibrant. This is political. On the economic side, we try also now to have what we call the economic and trade cooperation. And this has led these two countries to establish what we call the Permanent Joint Commission of Cooperation, PJCC. So on the third session, for instance, was done in Windhoek in February 2019. Now, during the session, there was an agreement that Ghana and Namibia should cooperate in a lot of fields, including industrialization, trade and small medium enterprise development, environment, information and communication technology, control and narcotics, youth and sports, health and social services, fisheries and agricultural development, lands and natural resources, shipping and aviation. So during this session, we had about 14 MOUs, Memorandum of Understanding, to discuss. We could sign 2 of them. And this is in the area of NAMPO and Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. And then we have Ministry of Education of Namibia and the Ministry of Ghana also signing this agreement. Now, I'll use this occasion to urge more Namibians to study in Ghana, because Ghana at the moment has a lot of best universities, best colleges, best in terms of education. So a lot of people should be encouraged to go there to study. We will also try to urge our people to also reciprocate by also coming here to see what is available for them to take advantage. At the moment, we have 12 MOUs still outstanding, just to be signed. And the next PJCC will be held this year in Accra. We are hoping that after the finalization of all these MOUs, it will bring the 2 countries more together. Yeah. So our relationships will be more strengthened, more cordial, more vibrant, because we can do a lot of things. Garments can come from Ghana hair products. We have maybe manganese, bauxite, that all come here to help what is here. And then we can also take, Namibia can also take meat, fish, and other important items. And I'm very optimistic because Ghana is hosting the African Free Continental Free Trade. So Ghana can do a lot with this in terms with Namibia.
Yes, speaking, you just mentioned the African Continental Free Trade, which I think is very, very important. Could you just quickly take us through how Ghana is prepared to implement and to lead us through this?
Yes, Ghana is, prepared a lot, because at the moment I would say that in terms of preparation, in terms of our implementation, or in terms of our obligations, we have finished discharge our obligations, because under the African Free Trade trade area, there was an agreement, and the obligation of Ghana to host the Secretariat was to provide first office space and to give residential accommodation to the Secretary General. Now, on 17th August 2020, our President, again President Nana Akufo-Addo Dankwa, also handed over the very sophisticated, well-furnished office space to the Secretary General of the AU Commission. That is Musa Faki Mahamat. And then also handed over a world-class residential accommodation to the Secretary General, Mr. Wamkele Kibieche Meni. So with this, Ghana has finished, because the operation or the implementation of the agreement, it does not lie on the host. It lies on the Secretary General, because the Secretary is supposed to be an independent, and the Secretary General will apply the rules and all that. So what Ghana can do, we have already done it. But recently, there was a forum, and our president promised that he will still support the Secretary General and the Secretariat to function successfully. So he has coordinated and informed all the relevant institutions and organizations in Ghana to give all their support to the Secretary General, so that they become successful. Before I go off, I want to really commend the government and people of Namibia a lot, because when Ghana was bidding to host the Secretariat, we had a lot of tremendous support from the government of Namibia, and we are very grateful.
Thank you very much for that. And just quickly, before we conclude this interview, 6th of March is the Independence Day celebration. How will this day be commemorated?
The 6th March, this one? Yes. The 6th March before the pandemic is supposed to be associated with pomp and pageantry and a large crowd and all that. But because of the pandemic, our president, or the government of Ghana, has directed that all Ghanaians, including those in the diaspora,
Yes.
should not engage in any physical
I see.
activities. And to make sure that wherever they find themselves, they strictly adhere to the public health protocols.
Yes.
So I expect that Ghanaians in Windhoek or in Namibia will not engage during this occasion any physical activity. If they should, my advice to them is that they should not exceed 50 people. I mean, it should be a very small group.
Yes.
They should wear their face masks.
Yes.
They should sanitize their hands, and then they should close the occasion before 10 p.m.
Yes.
Maybe around 9 o'clock p.m. they can do so to close.
All right. No, thank you very much for that. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Hope you have a blessed day ahead.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. That was the acting Ghanaian High Commissioner to Namibia, Tony Kutteng, speaking to us about how Ghana has paved the way for decolonization in the rest of Africa. Also speaking to us about the African Continental Free Trade Area and how Ghana has been leading the implementation for that as well.